Mm, darn it. Good morning, guys. Hope everything is going well for you all out there. Things are going well here. I'm excited about today's topic because we're going to be talking about inventory and places that you can get inventory. So, as I promised you, I'm going to be taking you from the very beginner series all the way to advanced series on eBay and Amazon. So, we've talked about setting up our accounts. We've talked about PayPal, and now we're getting into inventory because you have to have inventory to sell. So you need to know where to go to find inventory, and that's what this video is about. So I feel like I have been doing this forever, right? I've been eBaying for years now. That's like crazy when you think about it, that I've been doing this so long, and it's just been fun. It's been a really good journey. I've enjoyed it, and it's been really neat to help everybody else out, on their journey, because I definitely see that it's becoming more popular, and people are wanting to get involved in having an online business, which is my passion. Entrepreneurship is what I'm all about, and I want to teach you to be your own entrepreneur. And there's definitely a progression, or at least there was for me, and I think most everyone that I've met, a progression of your business, a progression of where you find inventory. And we're going to start at the beginning and kind of work our way up. And what I feel is the progression. Would love to hear your comments down below. If there's any place that I didn't mention in this video, please add it in the comments to help everybody else out. And also, I would like to know if you think that that's a true statement. Do you really tend to start at, say, garage sales and work your way up to, say, private label? I do know that there's some outliers out there. You might be one of them that just jumped into private label. And I would also like to hear from you and see how it worked. Was it hard? It seems like that would be hard. Was it, or did it kind of work for you? Was it, more effortless for you to just kind of dive in and get going right from the beginning? All right, so the first thing is garage sales.
One for you. All right.
I started with stuff around my house, so maybe that should be the first thing. But when I was actually going out to acquire inventory to try to have more stuff to sell, then the first place I went was garage sales, because they're my favorite. You just can't beat the profit margin. And surprise, you can still find new in the box items, which I didn't think you were going to be able to do. So that was pretty cool. Second place, thrift stores.
Clothing department, and as you can see, there's some Eddie Bauer's shirts. You'll find wedding dresses, military stuff. I've also found new in the box Iron Man, Gunman Adventure, and Apples to Apples game. These are all new, still have the original packaging wrap on them.
Started going to Goodwills and mom-and-pop thrift stores, and just really any thrift store in my area. I did a Google search in like 150-mile radius, and I just dedicated different days to going to different thrift stores and learned that they have specials on certain days. So then I started going to those thrift stores on those days that they were having specials. Found out about the glory of the estate sale, which is kind of like a glorified garage sale, in that they're selling the entire estate, everything that belonged to this person. And some of them are very professionally, and they're getting a lot for the items, and some are doing a little less formally, and you can find amazing deals because they're just trying to clear out all the stuff. Library sales. If you want to go down and get The library book sales. There should be like angel seating. Library book sales are terrific. Really, I can get 400 books for like $40. It's pretty amazing the amount that you can get for super cheap, and I love books. Church sales.
Okay, so we're gonna get a box because we can fill up a box for $10, or every item that we see is $1, $2, or $3 on these 3 tables and most everything around here. So you can get a box. I'm loading my box up with anything I need. This is Hobby Lobby. New in the package. Okay, so this is all the free stuff here, clothes and shoes, some new. You might be in
Church garage sales are another thing that I kind of latched onto because I realized that they are super great, and I just have a lot of fun because it's like going to 50 garage sales in one place. Auctions.
About 12.
Auctions. Go to auctionzip.com and check out the auctions in your area. Storage units. So if you're looking for a storage unit sell, just do a Google search in your area and hit them. Expect anything like you see on TV. At least I've never found anything like that. You know, you might find a couple gems, but overall it's just going to be little things that you can try to clean up and flip. Not exactly like you see on TV, actually hardly ever like you see on TV, but that doesn't discount that you can find some really good things by buying a storage unit. Flea markets. I don't do this one so much anymore, but flea markets, you can find a lot of stuff to trade up, you know, to buy low and sell high on Amazon or eBay. Antique stores.
Well, look at that giant bird cage.
Oh my goodness, big one, isn't it? You know, like Carol had the party.
Are you having fun?
No.
You don't like?
Country living, it
I'm
says.
not gonna have
Oh, that's cute.
I'm having some being in the Indiana, but not in the store.
Some are like really expensive antique stores. Some are more like, I don't want to say junk stores because that sounds wrong, but they're kind of like a cross between an antique store where you can find a lot of good vintage finds and more kind of thrown stuff in there where you can find really good deals. So those are my favorite, but marts.
We're fixing to go into an outlet mart. Putting their stickers right over the barcodes so it's hard to scan. And literally it's everything I look at. It's a conspiracy. So, but if you look hard enough, ding, 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 you can find one. Also these Mad Lib books, a whole bunch of those.
There are home marts and book marts and just about every kind of mart you can imagine. If you have marts in your area, definitely put that on your list. And then, of course, there's the retail stores.
So when these
Secondhand stores, like your Plato's Closet, for example. These are places where they have gently used secondhand stuff, not quite to the extreme of being a thrift store. They have higher end merchandise than that. outlet stores.
So I'll scan a few more things and tell you what I found. This is what I have to put up with while shopping for inventory. My teenage son. They have toys.
That's new merchandise, but whatever didn't sell on the floor in that store in that specified time is sent to an outlet store, and they have whole outlet malls, so you can hit a bunch of outlet stores at one time. So that's pretty cool. Should I mention dumpsters? Like, I feel like I should mention dumpsters, but
So I'm going to try to look in some store dumpsters because people have told me that is a good find. Posters. Hey, boxes though, look at that. Dumpster number 1 has empty. Recycling, what can go wrong?
you really can find merchandise in a dumpster. And then once you've kind of gotten familiar with all of those, it seems like you kind of kick it up a notch to the next tier. And that's where you start looking online, because maybe you've maxed out your time, or you just don't want to get out of your pajamas, or you want to save gas money. Whatever your reason, you start to look online for some sources for inventory. Craigslist. I'm gonna see if I get more with just Kennedy Tool deleting the chest keyword. So if I could flip it, if I could buy it for 100 and then turn around and sell it for 259, that would be good. Facebook groups. Pineland buy, sell, and trade. And that, there are lots of things for sale. So check out your local Facebook groups. Other reselling platforms like eBay to sell on Amazon, or eBay to sell on Etsy, or vice versa. Wholesale, liquidators. Wholesale is buying an item online or in person, but the big differential here is that you can buy it in quantity for resale. And places that you could go to that would be, for example, 888 Lots, and also Sell Who would be examples of wholesalers. Entire books written about that type of business model. Same thing with drop shipping. Is a pretty popular place. Sunlight.com, trademarkcommerce.com, worldwidebrands.com, and rexdistributor.com. So some of these are wholesalers, some of these are distributors, kind of the two sides of the same coin, I guess. And hopefully these will help you out. Here's an example of a letter that you can use for a wholesaler. To whom it may concern, I came across your ordering a product and never having to touch it or see it, and having it sent to the end user. Online retail stores. Online arbitrage is pretty much the exact same concept as retail arbitrage, only it's online. Same stores that you have in your local area, but you're trying to find the deals online. There are online lists that you can purchase about hot items online that's open to maybe only 30 or 100 people, and you can really capitalize on those lists so that you can just shop for those hot items. Overstocks. Stores that have overstocked and they have surplus material. So you can go to different places like overstock.com, but there's a bunch of them out there. Deals.com or AuctionZip to find online auctions. Then once you kind of explore all of those options, then there's another tier, a third tier of places to get inventory. And it seems like the progression past that point is where you start to travel and maybe go to a trade show. Private label. And then private label is where you have a product manufactured, say like by a company on Alibaba, and you put your brand name on it. Creating your own brand or creating your own items. Etsy, you see that a lot there. You know, they have a lot of artistic things that they do on Etsy, handmade jewelry. If you wanted to develop a curriculum or a weight loss program or an exercise CD, these are all ways that you can create your own inventory, create your own product, and then you always have product to sell. All right, I feel like I'm forgetting some places and try, you know, to incorporate different techniques with getting inventory, which gives you money so that you can increase your sales. Well, guys, I hope that was helpful to you. As always, it's great talking to you. I look forward to seeing your comments down below. I try to answer all of the comments personally. Sometimes it just takes me a little bit, but I love you guys, and I will see you next video. Bye.